Hello all, welcome to my channel 529 Productions. Today I'm going to be reviewing Dhurandhar. Dhurandhar is the second directorial outing from Aditya Dhar following his superb Uri. Dhurandhar is an information-dense, smartly written political spy thriller completely set in Pakistan. It gives you a lot of meat to dig into, and despite its 3.5 hour long runtime, it leaves you fully satisfied. This is the short review, follow along for the longer one, which may have spoilers. The film opens in 1999 with IB officer Ajay Sanyal, a character modeled on Ajit Doval, India's current national security advisor, as he boards the hijacked IC-814 flight to address the passengers before their release, visibly helpless and angry that the government had to cave into terrorist demands. That sense of helplessness only deepens when a few years later another major terrorist attack hits the Indian parliament. It's this movement that pushes Ajay Sanyal to convince a government minister to approve his Operation Dhurandar, a covert mission wherein an Indian spy is sent into Pakistan to infiltrate the Liari gangs, gather intelligence and destabilize the enemy by striking directly at the source on their own soil. Once the operation is greenlit, we follow Ranveer Singh as Hamza Ali Mazari, making his way to Karachi via Afghanistan. What follows is a detailed and surprisingly immersive exploration of the fault lines within Pakistan's infamous Liari gangs based in Karachi. As Hamza tries to establish contact, the film carefully maps out the different factions and their internal rivalries. There are the Balochi gangs led by Rahmat Dekait, played by Akshay Khanna, and his rival Arshad Papu. And the deep-rooted Pashtun Baloch tensions are explored through the Pashtun super cop Aslam Chowdhury, portrayed by Sanjay Dutt. What really stands out is that these characters are never treated as one-note villains. They are fully fleshed out. For instance, the same Rahmat Dakait who commits savage killings is also shown breaking down for his child, humiliated and even slapped by his wife in front of his own gang. And these gangs don't operate in isolation. They are propped up and manipulated by a self-serving politician played by Rakesh Bedi, and ultimately weaponized by the ISI to carry out the terrorist operations against India. The genius of Aditya Dhar's writing lies in how skillfully he blends real incidents and real people with fictional story arcs. Many of the gang leaders shown in the film, Rahmat Dakait, Uzair Baloch, Arshad Pappu, and even the super cop Aslam Chowdhury, are all based on real figures from the Liari gangs, even though they have been fictionalized to serve the narrative. Similarly, Dhar uses the real footage of the Parliament attack and the 2611 Mumbai attacks. What's fictional is the connective tissue, the idea that the Liari gangs were being actively used by the ISI behind the scenes for this purpose. The film really hits hard, especially in moments where it pauses the drama to actually play audio recordings of terrorists speaking with their ISI handlers. In terms of world building, the production design by Saini Jore does an excellent job of grounding the film in reality, whether it's the crowded streets of Karachi or the locations used to show the Baloch region. While the setup is real, Aditya Dhar deliberately presents certain characters with a larger than life Bollywood film swagger, complete with background music and sharp dialogue bazi. But what's impressive is that he knows exactly when to pull this back. Characters like Rahmat Dekait and Chaudhry Aslam are given heightened treatment, but Ranveer Singh's Hamza is handled very differently. His entry and presence are completely understated because Hamza is meant to exist in the shadows. Observant, cautious, and invisible, he can never afford to be the center of attraction. The other technical departments are firing on all cylinders. The cinematography is consistently strong and the music by Sashwat Sachdev adds energy and momentum to the narrative. Even the use of Hindi old songs are spot on. The action, meanwhile, is brutal and unflinching, filled with blood and gore. It fits perfectly within a world of savage gangsters, constantly baying for blood, territory, and power. Casting handled by Mukesh Chabra is arguably some of the best we have seen in years. Madhavan, modeled on Ajit Doval, communicates anger, resolve, and intelligence largely through his eyes. Akshay Khanna, as usual, is excellent and pretty much steals the show. The real surprises, though, are Arjun Rampal as a vicious ISI agent and Rakesh Bedi, long typecast as a comedian, playing such a pivotal role with remarkable ease and authority. Sara Arjun is another interesting choice. If you have only seen the songs featuring Ranveer Singh and Sara Arjun, you might initially feel the age gap or feel that she looks noticeably younger. But once you watch the film, it becomes clear that this is entirely deliberate and it works for the story. Even her character is written as unhinged, unpredictable, and mirrors some of the craziness of Hamza. And this adds another dynamism to the existing drama, and we can't wait to see as to what happens in the part 2, which is to be released in March 2026. Last but not the least, Ranveer Singh. Lot of credit has to go to him for accepting a role that demands restraint, often staying in the background while these larger personalities dominate the frame, yet still managing to shine in key moments, especially in the sequences surrounding 2611. If there is one aspect that feels slightly unconvincing, it's how easily Hamza manages to climb the ranks within these gangs. But that's a minor glitch in otherwise a gripping, ambitious, and epic political spy thriller. Dhurandar is dense, daring, and deeply engaging, and absolutely worth your time. Waiting for the part 2 in 2026 March.